Muy buenas a todos, jóvenes, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bienvenidos a Juegos Perdidos y bienvenidos nuevamente a Los Pilares de la Tierra. Como siempre, antes de nada, agradeceros el que estéis aquí. Soy Cortés, un auténtico placer el poder contar con vuestra compañía. Gracias por el apoyo al canal y también a esta serie. En definitivas cuentas, por creer en Juegos Perdidos, chicos. Por supuesto, para ayudar al canal es muy sencillo, solamente tenéis que darle un pequeño like y si os suscribís estaréis al corriente de lo que subo en directo y en diferido. Bueno, haciendo un pequeño resumen de lo que vimos hace muy poquito, ahora estaréis viendo que estoy subiendo más vídeos de forma más consecutiva de Los Pilares de la Tierra, porque la intención que tengo es terminarlo ya, con muchas ganas de ver el resultado final de esta aventura, el desenlace. Lo más importante es que nos hemos enfrentado al obispo. Ahora ya sabemos y estamos descubriendo que el padre de Jack fue asesinado por causa tanto del obispo, del prior anterior, que era James, que tenía mala conciencia, se estaba autoflagelando, lo daban por muerto y sin embargo estaba metido dentro de la cripta, en fin. Y ahora estamos en medio de una tempestad. Tenemos que salir a dar un paseo. Vamos a salir. Se ve que ha amainado un poquito. Y por ahí estaba entre medias, descubrimos y encontramos a la esposa de Weyland. Eso es, la encontramos, a Elizabeth, y daba la sensación de que podíamos interferir por ella y que se viniese con nosotros a Kingsbridge, pero al parecer no. Se ve que es una decisión que no, por mucho que digamos una cosa u otra, al final ella se va con Walter, que es el subalterno de Weyland. Recordáis que fue muy troll el juego, porque yo me opuse a que se fuera con Walter y sin embargo luego después en las decisiones finales salía que yo no había dicho nada y eso no es así. No me quedé callado o no me quedé callada, en fin. Jack sigue trabajando, quizá tampoco pueda dormir. Bueno, parece ser que la tormenta ha cesado un poco, Aquí yacen a la espera, estimados amigos que me precedieron. Cuando llegue mi hora, los volveré a ver.
If James died in that fire, then what happened to his remains?
Eso es.
He was never properly buried, and that is Jack's fault.
Bueno, hombre, si lo miras desde ese punto de vista, sí, es horrible, pero es malo, es feo, está mal, pero sabía perfectamente que lo que estaba haciendo estaba mal. Pues estaba inculpando a una persona completamente inocente de robar un cáliz de oro, ¿no? ¿Recordáis, verdad?
A magnificent cathedral, but I would have been more than content with the old one, had it not been burned to the ground.
Vaya, si no se hubiese reducido a ruinas, a cenizas, claro. Le echa la culpa a Jack, es evidente. Vamos por aquí, no, sí, no, sí. Antes os acordáis que por aquí podíamos venir. Eso es.
Jack started the fire. He should have told me.
Entonces James no cayó en el hielo. ¿Qué hacía en la iglesia? ¿Se ocultó o lo ocultaron? Me lo tenía que haber dicho. Bueno, ya no te lo dijo, joven. Supéralo. También es verdad que más vale tarde que nunca, ¿no? Vale, tiene pinta de que hay que ir por aquí. Camino trasero. Ahí hay una persona.
Hello? I thought I saw someone.
Sí, ahí había una persona, no sé si era... Se ha superado a sí mismo. Inglaterra no ha visto una catedral igual. Ah, tío, son gente que están robando.
That came from the kitchen.
Están robando.
Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought I heard something. Was that you?
No, but I heard it too. Maybe Aliena came back.
No. No, she's asleep. She returned a few hours ago. Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Yes, I think you're right.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead. There's someone in here.
Outlaws.
Proscritos.
They are probably just after food. I will talk to them.
All right.
Como para escucharos. ¿Qué ha sido ese ruido? Se ven obligados a robar, corren tiempos difíciles. Qué desesperados deben de estar. ¿Y si voy con la Biblia por delante?
Please, listen. We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it! Philip, throw me a stone!
Ay, qué crack. No le doy. No, no le doy. Y se lo carga.
But
No! Philip!
Ostras, tío, esto es un final del juego. Qué crack. Qué fuerte, tío, que puedas morir. Esto sí que no me lo esperaba.
please, listen.
Bueno, pues nada, aquí vamos a morir miles de veces.
We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it! Philip, throw me a stone!
A ver. A ver. Ah, claro, sí.
Jack, no! It's him. Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus?
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen. Because of me, Remigius found out.
Ostras.
And he left. We never saw him again.
Looks like he came back.
Bueno, pues al final
You
es...
didn't mean for this to happen.
No, but
What about him? Don't be afraid.
¡Ostras! No tengas miedo, dice.
why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child. Just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge.
Eso es.
Just a child.
Solo un niño. Ahí está. Muy bien, Philip.
Who was I to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done? I had never told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate, and for her father's. Even that night, when we all met, I did not dare to tell her.
¿Se termina el capítulo? Ah, vale.
The walls of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
Los proscritos.
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away? Why?
Now, do not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw two of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
Culpar a William, Jack calmar los ánimos, Richard culpar la política.
They were just looking for food. They didn't mean any harm.
It's the drought. It destroyed all the crops. They must eat something.
Desperate or not, they're only the vanguard of a full-scale invasion.
If we had a decent Earl, the people wouldn't be starving.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
Eso es.
It is.
But forgive we must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's to blame. It's that simple.
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The Treaty of Wallingford has been signed at last. It's only a matter of time until things change.
What treaty?
Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
The earldom will be ours again.
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell.
Language?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
Apelar al nuevo rey. Marta, pedir al grupo que sigan firmes. Tommy, dar comida a los proscritos. Ellen, defender a los proscritos.
Well, for one thing, we shouldn't start blaming the outlaws.
I agree. They're not our enemies. The outlaws and us are all sitting at the same table.
Eso es.
There were times when you monks wouldn't even offer us a chair.
So what do we do now? Wait for William to lose the earldom once King Stephen is dead?
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just give them something to eat? I'll share.
We should, and we will. But there are too many to feed them all.
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly and wait until Stephen dies of old age. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my father.
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here last night. It's the outlaws we need to worry about.
Well, what do we do about it?
Enfrentar a los proscritos y a William. Defender a los proscritos. Marta, fortificar Kingsbridge. Philip, mostrar compasión. Defender a los proscritos. Venga, va.
A few more months like this, and we'll be where they are now. We should support them, not fight them.
You are right, of course. But how can we help?
We could provide weapons for them to fight Hamley.
To fight him? You mean to pillage and plunder? That'd be more likely.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still has a say in Earl's Castle.
Yes, let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a physical confrontation at all.
That'll never work. We have to assault them and take back our father's castle. Even if that means fighting alongside the outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So, what do you think, Aliena?
Nada, a elegir otra vez. Negociaré con Regan. Hablaré con los proscritos. Negociaré. Negociar con Regan, no sé yo. No va a venir a... no tengo ni idea. Tengo curiosidad por esto, pero me parece a mí que no va a llevar a ninguna parte. Ir allí no nos va a servir de nada, y aparte de ella se ve que está hecha polvo la mujer ya. Habla con los proscritos, vamos a ver qué pasa.
I will talk to the outlaws. Maybe we can find someone who can speak on their behalf. And if there's no one, then we will.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they might think we mean them harm.
Bueno, pues no sé qué haremos. Al final voy yo sola. Partir rumbo al sur.
Our hopes of meeting allies on the road to Shiring were fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the side of the road, broken and starving. Shiring was riddled with death and despair.
Buah.
I'd heard that Wiggly had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost entirely without cattle. Maybe someone there knew where the raiders had come from. But Cowford, on the other hand, had a recent falling out with William Hamley. There was a chance that they would be quick to join our resistance.
Vale, tenemos que ir a Wiggly o a Cowford. Hay que elegir, ¿no? Me he pillado de camino.
We entered the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. He pointed toward a ruined mill. Hamley's Mill, he called it, which used to have the right to grind all grain from the nearby villages. That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. Enraged, he'd killed the miller and had taken every last bag of flour belonging to the starving people of Cowford. Many had fled into the forest, desperate for their lives.
Pues nada. Marchar a Huntley. Preguntar por los saqueadores. Ir a Sherin. Voy a probar esto a ver qué pasa.
The fields of Huntley spurred fond memories. Here, I'd negotiated my first deal to transport and sell the farmer's wool. Now, the meadows had turned to straw, and the sheep were dead. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut.
Mira.
Our horses needed rest, so we wanted to leave them there while we looked around on foot. Then, I remembered how Richard had been kicked by the man William had paid to catch us, and the horrible sounds he'd made lying there. Inside the hut, I was startled by a hunched figure hiding in a corner, nibbling on a lump of bread. Upon seeing us, the creature's eyes widened, like those of a frightened animal. I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me to ask the butcher, he blurted out, startled by his own voice. Mistaking our interest for greed, he wolfed down the rest of the bread. Before we could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The butcher, was he the one we were looking for? A leader whom the downtrodden trusted and feared? Maybe we could find him at the quarry the man had mentioned.
Interesante. A la cantera.
The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity. Many poor souls were gathering around a fireplace, boiling a stew from meat and turnips. It was plain to see that these people weren't held together by blood or profession, but by hunger and desperation. And by their numbers, I thought, that could make them quite dangerous. Were these outlaws?
Aproximarse, no perdemos nada. Bueno, sí.
We walked slowly towards them. I sensed that Richard was ready to draw his sword. The first one to notice us was a little girl. Swiftly pointing a finger at us, "Who are they?" she asked the others. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some looked afraid, curious, and confused. Others were full of hatred and contempt. We're not here to hurt you, I explained. We just want to talk. Where can I find the butcher? I asked. Their faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They told us that the butcher was still in Monksfield, but that meat would come every couple of days. I said that wouldn't be a problem, not knowing what they meant. It looked like our path would lead us back to Monksfield.
Mira, pues nada, vamos a... Ah, amigo, aquí es donde estábamos con la muchacha. Matarife.
Thank you for giving me and my friend shelter the other day.
Weather's fine now. So what do you want this time?
La carne es la que viene.
We're looking for the butcher.
The butcher of Monksfield has long since moved away.
Damn, I can't believe it.
No need for cursing, young man. If you bring me an animal, I can prepare it for you.
Do people call you the butcher then?
Why'd you ask? What do you want?
Do you have a lot of outlaws passing by?
You don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have been failed by the law and our leaders. Don't you agree?
I asked because we feel the same way. And we're looking for a way to make things right again.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army, to invade Earl's Castle and kill Earl William Hamley.
Oh my. If it was that easy, someone would have done that a long time ago. The poor souls I meet, they're just simple people. They're not an army.
We would lead them.
I'm a knight. I know how to turn ordinary men into fighters.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man. These people are mothers, fathers, hard workers, yes, but they are not soldiers.
We'd reward them if they helped us.
You must know we are the rightful heirs to Earl Bartholomew of Shiring, and would show ourselves very generous.
So, you're just another pair of nobles who want to use us as pawns in their battle, to die for you.
It is the best chance we have. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring, for all of us.
It's rubbish. It's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time I saw you, you showed kindness toward that young woman who was with you. I am willing to listen to a good soul, but I won't help you blindly.
That woman that was here, that you helped, that was Hamley's wife. His wife, by God. How stupid do you think we are?
Right, it's a trap.
Well, how can these people put their life at risk if they do not trust you? You are not like us.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I know what it's like to live in poverty.
And just like you, we had William Hamley to thank for it.
But I also know that if one fights the right battles, that things can change for the better.
But they're starving, my child. They are weakened by poverty, hunger, and illness. Who are you to think you can face William Hamley?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
We are the children of Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring.
Our father once ruled with a firm but benevolent hand. You must remember how good you had it.
Well, better than now, but that's easy.
He did have guts, though, trying to take on Stephen.
So, you are his daughter and son, you say?
Yes, all we know we learned from him.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for your noble cause, these people will die.
We already have Kingsbridge on our side, including the bright mind of Prior Philip.
Oh, Philip of Kingsbridge. I have heard of him. A wise man. Yes.
He took in the survivors of Hamley's raid of Earl's Castle.
Yes, and I was one of them.
He wouldn't let anybody go into certain death. Their plan must be a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
I said it before. We all have lost everything, except for our lives. We don't fight other people's battles.
But maybe this is our battle too.
My people will decide for themselves. But I will tell them that I believe that it is indeed a battle worth fighting.
I thank you.
I pray that it will be worth it.
We will all pray, and then we fight.
Qué guay, tío. Los primeros proscritos han llegado a Kingsbridge. El hermano Marcus, antiguo novicio del priorato, es uno de los proscritos. Tienes una oportunidad de recuperar el Kestel y cumplir tu promesa. Has encontrado al líder de los proscritos, que era la anciana. Has hecho varias promesas sobre la seguridad de los proscritos en caso de ataque. Los proscritos han aceptado luchar junto a ti. Genial. Muy bien, pues aceptamos. Y esto tiene pinta de que estamos cada vez más cerca
after
del
17
final.
years, I finally returned to the place I'd once called home.
Capítulo 19. La vuelta a El Kestel.
There was a small army of famished outlaws hiding in the surrounding woods, waiting for my signal to attack.
Anda.
Led by my vengeful brother, Richard. But I had to be sure that Elizabeth was safe. The poor girl who in my stead had been doomed to become William Hamley's wife.
Qué fuerte. Pues han hecho al final el castillo. El Kestel. Examinar. 1154. La ubicación del castillo, construido por el padre del conde Bartholomew en las afueras del pueblo comercial de Shiring, fue elegida en su día como sede del condado. El pequeño poblado que emergió en torno al bastión ha llegado a conocerse como El Kestel. El castillo ha sido siempre la residencia de la familia del conde y sus defensas apenas se han empleado. Tras la violenta conquista a manos de William Hamley, por entonces sucesor de Bartholomew de Shiring, todos los habitantes de la aldea fueron expulsados del castillo y de sus alrededores. Ahora el solo nombre de El Kestel despierta temor. Desde que terminase la construcción de la catedral de Shiring, William parece todavía más contrariado. Hay quien cree que ha perdido la fe y que vive solo para satisfacer su gula y codicia a costa de campesinos famélicos.
Get in line and stay in line. You'll all get your chance to pay your dues to Lord Hamley, you hear? So no pushing.
Madre mía, qué desastre. Buah.
Why does Lord Hamley need all that food? He's got more than enough.
Shut it, woman. Smear your face with dung and lower your head. It's the only way you get out of here alive. It's no coincidence that Hamley always asks for women to bring the tributes.
Oh, shut up.
Tiene que ser mujeres, claro. Las elige y son medio monas, se las queda.
Patience, patience. Everyone will get a chance to pay their dues to Lord Hamley.
Parece muy asustada. Está llamando la atención de todo el
I'm
mundo.
just a shepherd's daughter. I have no business here.
Shut up!
Bloody beggars.
Se ha negado a entrar en el castillo hasta que entrase yo.
I want to go home.
Oi, you there. Yes, I meant you. That's a pretty face you got there. You're coming with me.
What? Leave her. Take me instead.
Well, whatever. You'll walk to the other side of the yard and talk to Walter. He'll get you settled. And don't you dare stray from the path.
Busca y rescata a Elizabeth. Pues no, llevamos cola de espera. No debería volver ahí. Podrían reconocerme. Me resultan familiares.
They say Lord Hamley might lose shiring soon. What if the next Earl has us all hanged?
Calm down. None of these royals really care about this shithole.
I know those two. They used to fight for father.
What about Bartholomew's children? There's a lot of bad blood there.
Well, the boy used to fight for Stephen, but as far as I know, he ran out of coin. Now he's just a good-for-nothing playing watchman for those monks in Kingsbridge.
And the lady Aliena?
Don't make me laugh.
I think you underestimate her. Some years back I heard she almost cut up a priest in Winchester, put a knife to his throat and robbed him dry. Oh, she's a fury.
And you're a sissy.
Venga, a ver qué pasa.
May I interrupt?
What is it?
How can you fight for someone like William Hamley? My father was nothing like that tyrant.
Oh, dear Lord, it's you.
You always sat in your neat little keep playing hostess to his well-off guests, while the poor snuffed it just as they do now.
Well, at least William treats us as his equals, and not like pawns on a board of nine men's Morris.
¿Verdad fue padre un conde tan cruel?
Was my father really that bad?
Your mother could have answered that question.
He once told me that she was very unhappy when she died.
And you never wondered why?
I'm looking for Lady Elizabeth Hamley.
She's caring for Lady Regan inside the keep.
But only Lord William and Walter are allowed to go there.
And they'll kill you if they find you there.
So you won't help me?
We've already helped you more than enough by not ratting you out.
My father was a good earl.
Keep on telling yourself that. But that's not our story.
Many knights fighting for him were former outlaws who had nowhere to go anymore. Your father may have given us food and shelter, but it was no better than what you'd give to livestock.
Don't tell anyone that you saw me.
We won't, if you promise to leave now.
Bueno, ha valido la pena, creo yo, escuchar todo esto. Qué horror. No quiero mirarlo de cerca. Pagarán por esto. ¿Cómo se sube por ahí? Cruzar el patio.
Are you done yet?
Almost. Let me just see if I took enough.
Ah, mira, está aquí. Buah, comen lo que desechen. Casi no pueden... Se comen aquí a los muertos. Nadie quiere que vaya, ni ellos ni yo, pero es la única opción de hacer lo correcto. Debería mantener la distancia, podría reconocerme. Pero no. Ahí está, aún más cansada que la última vez.
What are you doing here? You need to leave. Don't come any closer. William has me watched.
What's taking so long?
I forgot the pork. I'll be out shortly. Wait a moment, then follow me. We don't have much time. You will look for me any moment now. So why did you come?
I'm waiting!
We don't have much time.
Are you all right?
If they see me with you, they will kill me. Please, you need to leave now.
King Stephen has declared a truce with Empress Maud. William's tyranny is over. This land might finally see peace again. That's why I'm here, to talk to his mother. But if we can't agree upon terms, I'm afraid we will have to take Earl's Castle by force. There's an army of outlaws hiding in the woods waiting for my signal.
Will people die?
Yes, people will die. That's why you have to come with me.
I can't. Not without Lady Regan. You need to save Lady Regan first.
Why do you care about Regan Hamley?
Oi! You still in there?
She and Walter have been the only kind souls here.
Walter? William's dog?
Don't call him that. He's not as bad as people say he is.
No me digas.
William won't allow me to talk to him anymore. Now Lady Regan is all I have left. Please, you have to promise that she'll be safe.
Lo haré si me prometes que te irás de inmediato.
I will, if you agree to leave right now.
Is that a promise?
It is.
All right, I will try to sneak off then.
Hurry up in there! Or do you want me to come in and pull you out?
I need to go.
Thank the Lord she made it through. Now, I have to find Regan Hamley.
A ver.
How many of them were once loyal to my father? Elizabeth claims you aren't such a bad person after all.
Am I not? Have you forgotten that I killed your family's steward?
You got problems over there, Walter?
I would be a better ruler than my father. I know my father wasn't always a good and just person. He killed, just as William does. But I would fight to be better. I would listen to the needs of this land's people.
What are you saying?
I need to talk to the Lady Hamley. I want you to take me to her.
You've got guts, I'll give you that. So, you think I'm a nice bloke? And you think this is enough to convince me that you'd be a better ruler than anyone who came before you? Don't make me laugh. Hugh!
What?
No tiene por qué haber derramamiento de sangre.
If you help me, we might be able to prevent a bloodbath. Let us end this in peace.
I don't believe you. But it's not up to me to judge these things. I'll take you to Lady Hamley. She'll decide.
Bueno, por lo menos. Está hecha
My
polvo,
lady?
Elizabeth.
She's not here. But there's someone else to see you. The Lady Aliena of Shiring.
The Lady Aliena. When did that bitch become nobility again?
Exigir más respeto, explicarte, mostrar piedad.
I didn't know you were so ill.
Oh, don't you dare.
I'm certain you've heard about the treaty the king made with Duke Henry at Wallingford Castle.
I have. I have also heard that it's a muddled mess.
It is a complicated deal indeed, but one that will end the war. And one that makes my family the rightful owners of this earldom once more.
Only by word. There's no one who would come to enforce this, not even the king.
La gente de Shiring se sublevará.
Don't you see what your son is doing to the land? Soon there won't be an earldom left to rule for anyone.
That's a lie. My William is a better earl than your father ever was. To think that I once wanted to marry my good William into a family like yours. Not a day goes by when I am not glad that God saved us from that horrible fate. And that he sent that monk to Bishop Waleran to unveil your father's evil plan.
What monk?
That prior of Kingsbridge. Philip of Gwynedd.
What?
Where is my Elizabeth? Why is she not here?
Muchas personas morirán. Le prometí a Elizabeth que os salvaría. El peor Philip os habló de mi padre. ¿Por qué os importa tanto, Elizabeth?
Why do you care so much about that poor girl?
She is family. That is the way I would have cared for you. If you had not spat into my face.
No. You know what kind of man your son is. And because of that, you want to protect her.
My son is a good man.
No.
I promised your son's wife that I'd make certain you'd be safe.
Safe from what? From a pack of impotent monks?
I have an army outside the gates, ready to attack.
What?
Get Elizabeth. I want her at my side when the fighting starts.
She's gone.
Gone? What do you mean? Gone where?
I told her to leave Earl's Castle. She suffered enough under your son.
William didn't lay a finger on her.
He did. More than once, milady.
That is a lie.
It's up to you if this ends in a bloodbath or not.
Oh!
It's all up to you.
In the name of the true Earl of Shiring, make them suffer!
They're coming.
Ya vienen.
Mother, we're being attacked.
What's going on here? What's that bitch doing here?
She's trying to bargain.
She's trying to take everything.
Is she? Is she now?
Leave it.
Shut up, old man.
He perdido. Me mata. Oh. Me mató.
In the name of the true Earl of
Madre
Shiring,
mía.
make them suffer.
They're coming.
Vale. Tiene que haberle preguntado por Philip.
Being attacked. What's going on here? What's that bitch doing here?
She's trying to bargain.
She's trying to take everything.
Is she? Is she now?
Leave it.
Shut up, old man.
Ya morí 20 veces aquí. Ahora. La daga nuestra.
That whore up, Walter.
No. You brought this on yourself.
You bloody traitor! Someone get up here! Men! You will pay. You will all pay for this.
Se acabó.
Now, we tell his men.
Stop! Stop fighting! Drop your weapons immediately!
Behold the banner of the new Earl of Shiring!
El zorro.
Everyone, listen! Lord Hamley is dead! The castle now belongs to the former Earl's family again.
What? You're shitting us!
It was the King's wish.
Who killed him?
Bien.
He died because he refused to hand over Earl's Castle peacefully.
He died by my hand. My name is Lady Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of Bartholomew, the former Earl of these lands. I've been tasked to end the tyranny of William Hamley and restore order to Shiring.
Our occupation of Shiring has been made unlawful. Every attack on us is sanctioned by the King of the English.
So what will happen to us then?
I shall tell the King that William Hamley forced you to do his bidding. That every atrocity done to the people of Shiring was his doing and his alone.
What? These bastards need to be hanged!
Yes, hang 'em! Hang 'em!
You will get your chance for redemption by helping the people of Shiring recover from your own cruelty. And by rebuilding their homes and tending to their fields.
Me parece justo.
Ali, I know that you're a much better leader than I. Without you, we would never have come this far. You never hesitated with swearing and fulfilling the oath to father. In the end, I will be the Earl in name only, but you shall be the true ruler of Shiring.
Muy bien, muy bien. Bueno, ganaremos.
Don't say that. We'll do it together.
Let's discuss this later. I owe you a lot, Ali.
Es más justa ella
The tyranny of William Hamley is over! The Earldom of Shiring belongs to its rightful heir.
Richard de Seyren recupera el condado. Dice, serás tú la que gobierne. Bueno, ya veremos. Jolín, pues entonces esto está muy interesante. Estamos llegando al final, chicos. Richard de Seyren recupera el condado. El rey Enrique II, en presencia de su consejo y corte, declara que Seyren y cada una de sus ciudades sea devuelta a sus legítimos dueños en cumplimiento del Tratado de Wellingford. En el plazo fijado para su gobierno, los herederos de sangre del conde Bartholomew deberán reclamar su título. Por tanto, Richard de Seyren será proclamado conde en la ceremonia inaugural.
Send a messenger to Kingsbridge to let Prior Philip know that shiring is finally free.
Hay que hablar con Philip.
What is it? Why are they laughing?
You can send a messenger if you want, but there won't be much of a prior left when he arrives.
Ali, what's going on?
Están atacando Kingsbridge. Te colaste en el castel con la ayuda de un ejército de proscritos. Hablaste con 2 antiguos caballeros de tu padre. Le dijiste a Elizabeth que abandonase el castel. Ordenaste que los hombres de William ayudase en la reconstrucción de Seyren. Me ha parecido muy bueno eso. Richard y tú gobernaréis Seyren codo con codo. Vale, pues a ver qué pasa. La vuelta a Irkestel. Ahora viene el capítulo siguiente. Tiene mala pinta esto.
Believes we should either burn him or make him Bishop of Kingsbridge.
I have already taken matters into my own hands. My men arrested him while Kingsbridge was left unguarded.
Vaya.
While his friends took Earl's Castle.
Yes.
At least in his death, William Hamley was of use to you.
Fíjate, asquerosos.